finally got it. I've been waiting such a long time for this lens. I've been contemplating it for weeks, if not months. Was looking at it during our New York trip. We went into the famous B&H like New York store, tried on the lens on my camera, kind of loved it, and then I was like, I'm just gonna pull the trigger. And what I noticed was that in New York, man, camera gear is expensive. It's like 50% more expensive than back home in Australia. So I thought that was insane. So we decided to wait and ended up buying it here in Australia. So I ordered it online, Black Friday sales, thank God, because this lens is pretty expensive. And man, it's finally arrived today. So just doing a little unboxing video. Man, so keen. And I'm kind of glad I ordered it directly off Sony. That's cool. Man, pretty well packaged, as you'd expect from Sony, right? Yada yada yada. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of the way. Let's have a look at the lens itself. Look at it. So damn cool. Oh, this feels insanely good. Now, I'm going to chuck it on the camera and see how that looks. Not too shabby. So definitely one of my bigger lenses. I've never really had a G lens before. And gonna have to get used to the size. But when I tried it on in New York, it didn't feel too bad in hand. Like, it wasn't too heavy. This is definitely the biggest I think I would go for a lens. Like, you can see how much smaller this 35 lens is. I mean, the quality is not quite the same, but I'm still an amateur photographer slash videographer, so honestly, it's more down to my skill than the lens or the equipment. So I'm definitely going to try and improve my photography and videographer skills before I complain about what lens I use. But man, this feels pretty good already. So I'm going to turn off the camera here and then convert to this bad boy and see how this lens performs in my hands. All right, one of the reasons why I got this lens is because I felt like I could do photography and I could vlog at the same time with it, because it goes from 24 to 50 millimeters, which are kind of like the focal lengths that I kind of want to be using. And its f-stop is 2.8, which is not bad at all. I am definitely used to having a 1.8, but the more and more I find that 1.8 isn't always the aperture that you want to use. I am a bit of a camera newbie, and so I am constantly using the 1.8 just so I can get that creamy background. But I realize there are times where, especially when you're vlogging or taking photos or whatever, you kind of want to have the background in focus so that you can kind of see what's going on in the background and have my face in the context of where I am. And so I felt like having a lens that covered 24, which is a nice vlogging, I guess, focal length, because you can see quite a decent amount of the background here, right? And then being able to extend to a 35, which is probably currently one of my favorite focal lengths for shooting photography. But there are times where I wish I had a longer focal length. So now going to a 50 is pretty good. So this lens covers all the bases in that regard there. So I'm pretty happy with the focal lengths. It's very rare that I'll ever need a 70. So the classic 24, 28 to 70 millimeter is a really popular workhorse lens for most photographers, but it's just ginormous. So I felt like this was a happy medium in terms of weight, size, and all of that. That being said, it's been like a little bit of talking and my arm's getting pretty tight already. I'm kind of swapping from arm to arm just to save the fatigue on my shoulders there. But overall, is not too bad. And if I really want to be vlogging, then I really do have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 as that, you know, do it all kind of vlogging camera. Whereas this is really more for photography, and in a pinch, I'm able to vlog at the same time as well. So, so far, first trial run with this lens here, pretty happy so far. And I'm just gonna give it a zoom. Yeah, that's that's close, and that's a lot better. So pretty good trial run to begin with, I'd say.